I want to bring in Justin Shepherd. He's a digital journalist who goes by the handle Just in the Nick of Crime. Okay, Justin, so much to cover. First of all, the couple in court. Describe the demeanor. What was the vibe in there, especially between them?
Yeah, well, as you know, like you said earlier, they pushed back the court hearing, so it was very, very brief today. We only had about 5 minutes, and, you know, for the most part, they were both very quiet. You couldn't really get too much of a read on them, but, I mean, it was pretty quiet and pretty brief.
5 minutes, holy cow. I get it, though, right? If they're going to push the arraignment, what else do you need to be there for? So you and I and pretty much everyone in the world saw Jake in his orangey red jumpsuit being trotted out next to Highway 60. I guess it was on Sunday. And the idea is, you know, we didn't have audio on that, but the presumption is he's out there helping authorities to find the body. Maybe he's giving them the directions. Maybe he's pointing the finger at Rebecca and saying, here's where she threw the body. Maybe it's just the authorities taking him out there for a photo op so that they can show it to Rebecca and say, look what Jake's doing. You better talk fast and get to the trough first. In any case, do we have any idea what Rebecca has been doing while Jake's been out in the desert?
So I think you bring up a few interesting points with that because, yeah, we saw him out there and it could be a number of things. But what it appears to me is it appears that he's trying to lead them as to where he might have last saw the body, where they might have disposed of it. But what's interesting about that is when you look at Rebecca, she is still doubling, tripling down on the story that she wants her baby back. She's not giving up hope, and that she's still saying that he's kidnapped. So what's interesting about this is that it appears, at least from outsiders' perspective, that they're not on the same page. And the biggest reason I say that is because if you go back to that 2023 conviction and the willful child cruelty from 2018, he threw his then wife, Vanessa, under the bus trying to blame her. And it almost seems like history might be repeating itself.
Wow. I wonder if Rebecca's aware of that, you know, given the fact that she's in a jail jumpsuit, giving interviews saying, everybody keep helping me find my baby. It just sort of defies logic. And, you know, does a tiger change his stripes? Okay. Then the other big thing today is that they have written in the court documents, you get the on or about language. Well, these documents for these two defendants suggest that the killing of baby Emmanuel could have been as early as August 5th. Any idea why that date? What is it specifically about that date, 9 days earlier than when Rebecca called police saying, a stranger took my baby?
So I was actually surprised to see the August 5th to August 14th date because from what I've heard, and I guess this is unconfirmed, is that nobody has seen that baby in a month at least, which means you're pushing it back into sometime in July. My best guess is that they probably had to come up with some kind of story, and again, this is my best conclusion to this, that they had to come up with some story that maybe somebody was asking about the baby, and since Emmanuel was not able to be produced because he's gone, they had to come up with this elaborate story, and that's what they decided to go with kidnapping. That's all I can think of that would make sense.
Did anybody hear what was going on, or at least was anybody within earshot and able to report out what Jake was saying roadside when he was out there with the Riverside County Sheriff's Department deputies?
No, I haven't heard any reports as to what exactly they were doing, which is kind of odd because typically if they have a suspect out there and they're trying to help them do something, usually at a presser, they'll tell you, hey, we have one of the suspects out there and that's what they're doing. But they've been pretty tight-lipped about a lot of this investigation.
That's the other question. Unusually tight-lipped, or is it sort of par for the course? I mean, that was such a thin set of documents today. Granted, the arraignment's going to be later, but it just felt like there was just so little to go on.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that. I think that it's maybe a little bit less, especially given the fact that they've now taken them both into custody. The fact that they have enough digital evidence, digital forensic evidence. They took floorboards out of the house. So there's enough there that they believe that the child is deceased. And they're really not giving a whole lot of information as to what's going on, why they're searching. We didn't hear anything about searches today. So it's been, I would say, to a degree, unusually tight-lipped.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.